What is up, everyone? It is Artistic Sunrise here, and happy Halloween. So, it is super late. It's like 11:30, apparently. And I have some books to talk to you about. I got lights. I just got done putting them up like 10 minutes ago, and I love them. I love them. But so I have had a hectic night. I went to a haunted house with friends. Let's just say haunted houses are not my thing, but I had fun. And yeah, so I'm gonna talk to you about the one book I read during October, the 3 books that I picked up during October and are halfway through, and the books that I hope to read in November. I cannot believe it is already almost November. Let me just say that. I can't believe it. But, it is. And I've only got 5.5 weeks left of school before Christmas break. And I am relieved. But so let's get right into this video before I fall asleep. Sorry, my cat. So the first book that I read, the only book that I read during October, I was in a reading slump in school, and yeah. But this is When We Were Very Young by A. Milne. This is the author that wrote Winnie the Pooh and all the Winnie the Pooh books. This book is only 100 pages long, and it is a poetry book, and I absolutely loved it. And yeah, so 5 out of 5 stars. This is one of my new favorite books, and yeah. Also, I picked this up this month along with this other poetry book by A. Milne, Now We Are 6, and I have yet to read this one. But I also tagged all of my favorite poems. So the next book, I am currently like 150 pages into this, right? Like 160 pages into it, and I'm absolutely loving it. This is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. And I know I filmed a books I'm currently reading video, but I don't know if I posted it. I'm pretty sure I did. So this book was in it, and yeah. So I have been reading this book all throughout October, and I'm almost 200 pages into it. It's such a good book where you want to suck it all in, yet you don't want to finish it at the same time. So yeah. The next book that I am currently like 150 pages in, 123 pages into, is The One and Only Bob. This is the sequel to The One and Only Ivan by, I don't have the author's name, the front cover, by Catherine Applegate. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but Finn. Sorry, but I am currently loving this, and I can't wait to finish it. It is such a quick read, but such a good one. And the last book that I am currently in the middle of is Harry Potter and the Sorcerers of Stone by J.K. Rowling. This is the this is the first book in the Harry Potter series. I have never read Harry Potter, and I am currently reading it, and I am loving it. So, yeah. Now we are going to get into the books that I hope to read during November. And let me just say, there's only one book that I'm currently in the middle of from my October TBR, and that is The Last Magician. Everything else is just... Excuse me? Everything else I just kind of picked up, but hopefully I can stick to this DBR, and yeah. So the first book I have here is Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, and this is the third book in the Hunger Games series, and The Hunger Games has to be in my top 5 favorite series, because, I mean, I don't know, but I need to finish it, and this is the last book. I can find an audiobook on it on YouTube, and spend a day listening to it. It's like a 15-hour audiobook. I listened to it on double the speed while reading it, so it would only take me like 7 hours to do, and I would really enjoy it. It's probably gonna tear me apart, because the other books have. So the next book that I have here is Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. Sorry I pronounced that wrong. I slaughtered that last name. But, so, I've been wanting to read this book forever. I love the movie. I grew up with the movie, and yeah. I'm finally getting the book. Hopefully. Probably not. The next book that I have here is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and I've wanted to read this book for quite a while now, and I need to, and November is kind of a witchy type month, kind of. Like, the first half of it is, and then the second half is just Thanksgiving and everything like that. Christmas shopping, and yeah. So, hopefully I can read this. So, the second to last book that I have here is Now We Are Six by A.A. Milne. And this is another poetry book by the author who wrote, Winnie the Pooh. Sorry. And yeah, like I said, I read the first one in October, about a week ago. Loved it, and hopefully I can read this next weekend? Maybe Tuesday night. I don't know. But, so, yeah. Also, one thing I need to point out on them, they've got deckled edges. If you don't know what deckled edges are, it's basically where some pages stick out longer than the other, and I love it. And look at that beauty. I'm just seriously in love with these book covers, because it's got gold imprinting and gold pictures on it, and then on the inside, it's got little pictures of everything on it, and I love it. These books are beautiful. And then the last book that I have here is Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. And I have been wanting to read this book since I was in 7th grade. I finally got a copy of it. And I'm so excited to read this, and this just gives me November vibes all the way. And so I'm going to read it in November. Let's just say that. And so, yeah. I'm super excited to read this. This might be a book that I read throughout school this month. After I finish some of the other books, I think I'm going to finish 2 of the other books and throw The Last Magician, not out the window, but start reading it at home before I go to bed, and pick this up for school. So, yeah. That was it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead of you. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to. And happy Halloween again if you're gonna watch this when it's Halloween. So I will see y'all later. Bye.